What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another awesome video, another beautiful day. Hope you guys are having a fabulous time, even though we're in these tough times. But today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things I hate about my Porsche Boxster. I want to first, again, as always, start off by saying I love this car. It is absolutely phenomenal. It is a fabulous car. So once again, these complaints, these things that I hate about this car, I really had to come up with. I had to work really hard to figure them out. But with that being said, we gotta pull this car out of the garage, in which I'll treat you guys to a cold start. But we get this car out of the garage, then we'll jump into the 5 things I hate about the car. And now we've got the car out of the garage. I want to start off quickly by saying I know I revved it on a cold start. I usually and typically do not do that. However, I did today just for the video because it sounds awesome and it pops so much, and I just had to do it. But I usually don't do that, so please don't go in the comments hating on it. But anyways, I want to start off now talking about the 5 things I hate about the Porsche Boxster. Item number 1 on the list of 5 things I hate about the Porsche Boxster is engine appearance / engine access. Because this is a mid-engine convertible, it means the engine is covered by both, it's in the center of the car and is covered by the soft top convertible aspect, which ultimately really sucks in terms of being able to see the engine. For example, the C8 we have ordered, and it's supposed to be built soon, has the glass roof in the back so you can see directly into the engine. Is absolutely awesome. Not only that though, we upgraded to the engine appearance package, which means inside on the engine there's these beautiful display lights that light it up and just put the beautiful carbon fiber engine on display, and that is awesome. And that's one thing I love about mid-engine cars is the engine's right in the back. You can put a glass roof and it just puts this beautiful high performance engine on display. The problem is, and the biggest complaint about the Porsche Boxster is you can't with this car. Because it's a convertible and because of the mid-engine layout platform, you can't see the engine directly. Guys, now I'm going to throw you on a time lapse as I go through and properly show you guys how to access the engine in this car. It is a bit of a difficult process, but it actually takes me about 5 minutes to do. I'm going to throw you guys on a time lapse, so it'll be about 15-20 seconds for you guys. So here's how you do it. Alright, so just like that, we now have the engine bay opened up. All we had to do is remove the interior engine cover stuff. It takes me exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds to do. Do keep in mind, I do this a lot, so I pretty much have it down step for step, so I can do it really quickly. And it takes me about another 2 minutes and 30 seconds exactly to bind everything back up. But with that being said, now that we have the engine open, you can take a look at what it looks like inside. This is pretty much what it looks like on the interior of an engine bay in a Porsche Boxster. So as you can tell, it's not like huge, and this is a tiny place to work. It's difficult. If you have to do any serious engine work, you have to drop the engine or you have to remove the entire engine cover, which is another thing I do have a complaint about. It's not easy to do simple work. Luckily, this engine is extremely reliable and I have never had to do anything to this engine other than easy oil changes, which I'm able to do from underneath the car. In which here you have the intake box, which we're actually doing a cold air intake coming soon to this car. And they got, you know, each side of the engine, and that's how simple it is to, and that's what the interior as well, the engine bay looks like on a Porsche Boxster. So for anyone's wondering what it looks like, here you go. But that being said, we're now going to re-button this back up. I'm just going to quickly do that. Then we're going to jump into item number 2. Alright guys, item number 2 is the convertible roof. I hate how it looks with the roof up. I love having a convertible roof because it takes me, you know, 20, not even like 15 seconds to put the roof up in case it gets too hot, starts to rain, whatever, so I can enjoy the beautiful outside or be nicely cooped inside. But I hate how the car looks with the roof up, as you guys can see here. My biggest complaint, the reason I hate it, is the way it looks makes it look like it's really round and just soft and buggy and kind of not really mean and aggressive and sporty the way this car really is. And that to me, I just really wish I had a meaner look. With the top down, it looks absolutely fantastic. But the top up, it just doesn't look the greatest. It looks kind of bubbly, kind of soft, and you know, it makes you want to hug it, not, you know, it doesn't strike fear or just danger, speed and all that. But the top down, which I'll show you guys here in about, you know, a few seconds, it looks absolutely spectacular. It's pretty easy to put the top up and down. Can't do it while driving though. Some cars you can, but this car you can't. But ultimately, I just hate how it looks having the top up. Especially because you just miss the whole beautiful outside experience with the air, the wind, the breeze, all that kind of stuff. But that being said, let's see if I could, you know, let's pop this, the roof down. So as you guys can see, the car looks so much more aggressive and sporty and sleek and meaner with the top down, and that's why I just don't like the look of the top. And I will always, if I can't put it down, unless of course it's really windy or rainy or for whatever reason, or even if it's too sunny, occasionally I'll do that. But ultimately, I just prefer this car with the top down. I think anyone would agree with me on that, except for my girlfriend. She hates having the top down because of the wind, but there's days when she's actually like, you know, let's put the top down. But seriously, I just don't like the way it looks with the top, and that's why my biggest complaint number 2 is the top and how it looks. But again, love the fact that it's a convertible. Now we're moving on to item number three, which is inside the car. So let's go hop on in. Boom. Now we're inside the car where we're going to be covering item number 3. First up, and the main thing, is the cup holders. Because it's a German car, they like to make things more complicated. And the cup holders, as you can tell, are here. But the problem is, you click like this and they come out. I have cleaned these things multiple times, taken apart the entire dash just to remove the 2 cup holders and clean them. Now they work absolutely amazing, but I've had to clean these multiple times. I mean, the smallest amount of dirt or gunk, or you know, you spill a drink or whatever, gets into the gears of here, and it just makes it sticky and it doesn't work very well. I literally cleaned this about 2 weeks ago, and I have it working perfectly. This one's a little sticky, but it works amazing now. But my biggest complaint is, after a while, it gets really sticky, really dirty, and really crappy, and it just doesn't work so well. And I would hope that a car like this, you would have a piece that would last a lot longer. My second complaint is down here, which is the coin box slash whatever you want. It's like a tiny little storage box. Absolutely awesome. I love having it here, but this piece never stays closed. Well, look at that. That's weird. Yeah, never stays closed, except for occasionally. So it's just like weird that sometimes it won't, sometimes it will. And that's one thing that I really do hate about this is, see, I really wish some of the products in the parts of the car held up better. For a car like this, I really expect it to, but it's kind of hard to say. But that's really my biggest complaint for the inside of the interior. Ultimately, I really do love this car and the interior on it, and it is absolutely amazing. I don't really have any major complaints. This car is, again, absolutely awesome. These are very, very, very nitpicky things. But that being said, we're going to move on to item number 4, I think. Yeah, item number 4. Item number 4 is how the headlights look. This car, I hate the headlights. I think if they put very, very aggressive headlights, this would be very different. But the headlights on there are kind of, they look like bug eyes. They're not really aggressive. They don't look very mean. And to me, a car like this is fun. It's mean, it's aggressive, it's awesome. People may disagree with me. I think it is. But I hate the way these lights look. I think they just look kind of old and outdated and buggy and just kind of weak. It doesn't make the car look really mean and aggressive, and to me that kind of bums me out. I really wish, and they make aftermarket lights, and I might get some, I'm not really sure, but one of my biggest complaints is how these stock lights look. These here are usually bright orange, but I've wrapped it tinted, and then the tail lights I don't really have any main complaint about. Theirs are also tinted, but ultimately I think, and it's mainly just the front lights, I actually like the look of the rear lights, but just with the look of the front lights, they just look very buggy and soft and don't look very aggressive. And I think the car would have been a lot better off had it had more aggressive lights to begin with. But really, that's just a small one, very short, not much to say about that. Moving on to the fifth and final option, or choice or thing, is the front trunk. Rear trunk, which is easy to open, easy to access. You just slip your fingers in here and lift up. It has this awesome size. I don't know exactly the specs, but it's this beautifully spaced out engine trunk that you can actually fit golf clubs in here and stuff, and it's absolutely awesome having this rear trunk. The problem is it's a little shallow, so you can't stick big, deep stuff. Now, the front of the car, however, is a different story. It is another awesome large trunk, but accessing it is a little bit different. You gotta flick the thing in the front or on the key fob, but the main thing is, because it's a high performance car that's meant for really high speeds, you can't easily open it. It takes like multiple hands, and the problem is I'm holding my camera. What I do, but I literally just stick my key in here, push up on there, that way I can get my hand underneath, and then when you get your hand underneath, there is a clip somewhere on it right here, and then you have to clip it. So this is very difficult to do if you don't have small fingers or a way to wedge it open. So that is my biggest complaint, is opening this is very difficult. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a blast to make, as always. I hope you guys are having a great day. This again is the 5 things I hate about the Porsche Boxster. Can't stress enough, I absolutely love this car. It's absolutely phenomenal, but one of the biggest, these are just the biggest complaints I have about the car. Next video on this car will be the 5 things I love about this car, and then upcoming videos are also the 5 things I love about the Scion TC. Currently, actually, my Scion is at my other house, so yeah, today we filmed with this car. But that being said, guys, I hope you guys once again enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, because every like and subscriber helps. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I couldn't thank you enough. I've been so much support and so many positive feedback. It's absolutely wonderful. But that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and be sure to be you. Peace out, guys.